Hello everyone, back to today's second video. We're going to have a quick look at the weather for the Grand National, which is coming up on Saturday, and then we'll extend to the London Marathon, which is going to be sort of the following weekend, 22nd of the month of April. So the Grand National is within a reliable time frame of models, no problems there. It's just a case of pinning down the detail. It looks like it'll be quite a mild showering day. There could be some quite big downpours. The London Marathon, that's right at the extended range of the GFS at the moment. It's in the unreliable time frame, so there is a big health warning about that. But I'll show you what the very latest run of the GFS model is showing for these two events very shortly. Just say that today's first video is on the homepage, and it's looking at weather next week to 10 days. It is going to warm up for a time next week. And also, it extends out to the week, to the month ahead as well with CFS V2. So have a look at that. It's on the homepage and see what you think. It begins with a review of the flooding that we had 20 years ago today. Back in 1998. Has a quick look at that. So have a look at the video on the homepage and see what you think. So we're going to start off with the Grand National. That's coming up on Saturday, so it's only a few days away now. So we find that for Saturday 14th of April, we've got a shallow trough of low pressure sitting over the country, still in a relatively unsettled tight weather pattern. The upper air temperatures look like that for Saturday, so they're relatively warm. There's no problems from an upper air temperature perspective. The problem is showers. So this is how the precipitation forecast looks from the midday run of the GFS model for Saturday midday, and you'll see there's a cluster of heavy showers across particularly central parts of the British Isles, and that does include sort of the Aintree area. So some heavy showers, maybe even longer spells of rain being predicted there, and they continue through the afternoon. So this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, just before the Grand National will be getting underway, and quite a few showers being predicted, if not maybe the risk of a few longer spells of rain, particularly, again, focused around this central part of the country, so northern England, North Wales, down towards the Midlands, also some in the southeast. This does include, including the Aintree region. And there is a little bit of Cape and Lifted as well. So what that's telling us is that there's a risk of these showers being a bit thundery. There may be rumbles of thunder and possibly even some flashes of lightning coming in with that on some of the heavier downpours, and probably hail as well. They're the temperatures that are being predicted for 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. So it's a relatively mild day. These temperatures across northern England are being pegged back because of the intensity of the rain that the model is picking up on. So it's one of those afternoons probably where temperatures will go up to 13 or 14 in the sunshine, but when the showers come along, it probably knocks the temperature on the head quite a lot, and you slip down several degrees with temperature in a short space of time. So it's one of those afternoons, typical sort of April showers type weather for the Grand National this year. Relatively warm overall, but there could be big showers. It turns cooler when those showers get going, and those showers could be quite intense, quite thundery, risk of hail, thunder and lightning, and it'll just be a case whether you get lucky at Aintree or not. You may get lucky and have a completely dry afternoon. If so, it'll be a very nice afternoon indeed with plenty of sunshine, but if those showers come along, then you could get pretty wet, so you'll certainly need to take your brolly. Right, now I'm going to go over to another website to have a look at the extended range of the GFS midday run for the London Marathon, because there's been a bit of delay on this model run coming out at the last website we used. So we're going over to metrosil.fr. We're looking at the GFS forecast for Sunday, the 22nd of April, which is just under 2 weeks away. It is still in the unreliable time frame of the extended GFS model. This is what model is showing for the London Marathon, and it looks quite an unsettled pattern, this. We've got high pressure down to our southwest on this latest run of the GFS, but we're bringing in this flat westerly flow here across the Atlantic and into the UK. There's also a weather front that's heading in from the Atlantic as well. If I show you the upper air temperatures, they actually look cooler there than the upper air temperatures that we've got for Saturday for the Grand National. So, despite the fact it's further into the month, the model is actually predicting slightly cooler upper air temperatures compared to what we just saw for the Grand National. It isn't cold, but it is a slightly cooler, more unsettled type scenario this for the London Marathon. Maybe more comfortable, I suppose. We've got the precipitation forecast indicating quite a lot of wet weather in the north and west of the country. This is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, the 22nd of April. So quite a lot of wet weather in the north and west. Down in the southeast around London, it's not too bad. There is some light rain pushing through. Let's just run on with that. Just another 12 hours, see whether that rain does get down to the southeast. So actually, it looks like it fizzles out as it tries to push southwards and eastwards. So it is possible that London could get a relatively dry day there, although obviously rain is threatening and it's a long way out, so if you're in that kind of unsettled weather pattern, then the timings and detail of any rain bands will be subject to change. Overall, it does look as though we've got wet weather moving into the northwest, the south and southeast getting the driest of the weather for Sunday the 22nd of April, and the temperatures are looking like that. So generally, for many parts of the country, we're between around 12 and 14 degrees Celsius. So we're not too far from kind of like the average maximum temperatures in the second half of April, but probably a little bit cooler with the air compared to what we've got coming up for Saturday. So the Grand National looks relatively warm, okay with the temperatures, but very showery, and those showers could be heavy and thundery and quite intense. Obviously, when they come along, they will knock the temperature on the head quite a bit. The London Marathon, it's in the extended range of a GFS, so it's unreliable. It looks like that's a bit unsettled, really, although it showed the rain actually in the north and west, it's not really affecting London all that much. I think the overall weather pattern there does look quite westerly, and so you would be at risk of bringing rain bands in from off the Atlantic. But the caveat with that is that it is a long way off. So that's our update for these that's our first update for these two events. If you enjoyed the update, if you want to see more, then let me know via the comments at YouTube, or press like on the video player. And we'll be happy to do more for these events in the next day or two. Right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.